Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Marte. I come from Norway and I love makeup. And today I am finally catching up with my Birthstone quad series here on YouTube, because I recently just started a series on my channel where I base a quad, or I make my own custom quad on Wixon Jewelers description of, or like their birthstones that they have for each month. And I just didn't have time last month. It was June and I muted my channel while the Black Lives Matter movement was on the strongest, and then afterwards I ended up just focusing on my bachelor because I delivered that the 16th, so I'm sorry that this is not up before July, but then we will just have the June and July birthstones in the same month in July. So I'm so sorry about that, but I had to focus on my bachelor and there was just a lot going on in June that I felt like needed my time more, so that's why I haven't uploaded this one. But I'm finally doing it today, and the birthstone, or stones actually, for June are Pearl and Alexandrite, and I'm going to show you some pictures of the Alexandrite because that's like the most exciting stone in my opinion. And it's basically like this gorgeous teal, blue, green and purple shifting stone. It's just super beautiful, and I felt like I had a perfect pigment for that, so I'm so excited about that. And I'm just going to read up to you right now what it says about Pearl and Alexandrite. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. June birthdays claim two birthstones, Pearl and Alexandrite. Pearls have been wildly popular in jewelry for centuries because of their natural beauty. Alexandrite gemstones are extremely rare and desirable since they change color based on the lighting. If you love magic, you'll love Alexandrite, also known as the color change gem. In daylight, it is a cool bluish and mossy green. In lamplight, it is a red gem with a warm raspberry tone. You can see it change color by switching from fluorescent to incandescent light. The value of the gemstone increases as the color change becomes more distinct. It is truly spellbinding to see the spectacular changing colors in this wonderful gemstone. You might even feel some of the mysterious magic and lore ascribed to it. It's said to strengthen intuition, aid in creativity, and inspire the imagination. This gem is exceptionally rare and valuable. Originally discovered in Russia's Ural Mountains in the 1830s, it can now be found in Sri Lanka, East Africa, and Brazil. And as you can see from the photos, it is an absolutely stunning color, or colors that it changes from. And I'm just going to zoom you right in now and show the little quad that I made up to Pearl and Alexandrite. And here we have my little color story, and I love it. I feel like it looks a lot like some of the photos that I saw, and I had to have a deeper purple because I felt like that was really beautiful and really like obvious in the stones that I saw. And obviously I also wanted this gorgeous bluish teal green. This is Sky Dancer by Davina. This is Invincible by Makeup Geek. It's one of their power pigments that I repanned into this round pan. Then we have two gorgeous pigments from Tanuka, and this one, it's called Flame of Inspiration, and it's basically like an iridescent pinky purpley shade, but it has like, since it is iridescent, it looks like it's pearl, so I felt like it was okay to have this one. And it almost shifts from gold to purple, but it's really hard to see. You mostly just see the purple. And then this one is like the obvious one. It is so gorgeous. And this one is called The Follower of the Black Wolf, and it's from Tanuka as well. Sadly, I did press it with a little bit too much binder, so it's creasing like crazy on my lid right now, but nevertheless beautiful. And I will try to get another one so that I can mix it with just some alcohol, and the binder will then like dissolve into the whole pigment, so then I can use it without creasing again. And if anyone's wondering what's on my nails, it's actually also a Tanuka pigment. It's called Handful of Freckles, and I just love it, so I just had to mention it very quickly. But I will just be going ahead and swatching these, and then I will show you how I got the look that I have on my face right now. So here we have the 4 shades swatched out on my arm, and I did try to be a little bit sparing with the last pigment just because I don't have much of it, and it's actually out of stock right now, so I'm just hoping that they will bring it back, that it's just not discontinued but just out of stock. But you can see that these are gorgeous, and I will just try to like show you the actual shift, because here you can see the purple in that follower of the Black Wolf, and it's just so stunning. You can really see it on my eye, as you will see later when I show you the close-up of my look, but it's just a really pretty pigment. And you can't really see that much of the gold in this lighter iridescent shade, but these pigments are both so stunning, and I definitely recommend you to pick them up if you see them. So let's just go straight into the look. Because that shimmer shade or that pigment is so shifty, I think I just want to like use the purple in the outer crease and the teal in the inner crease, and I know I want this in the inner corner, but I'm not sure what I will do for the lower lash line yet, or if I might add it a little bit in the inner corner of the lid. But anyway, I'm just going to start off with Invincible right here, and my eyeshadow base is my NARS Smudge Proof primer, which is clear, and I'm just going to tap this where I want it, and I'm also just going to drag it over the lid, so I'm basically going to get like a two-toned look, and I will just be slightly tapping or blending out the edges. And this shadow is quite powdery because I did repan it, so I pressed it myself, so it's a lot looser than it's like supposed to be if you press it in a machine in a factory. So that's why I have even more fallout now than maybe I would have. Now I'm just taking that teal shade, Sky Dancer, and I'm using my BH Cosmetics brush number 3, and I'm just packing it on just like I did with that purple. And of course I'll also blend out the edges. And as you can see, I do have quite a bit of blue color right here from my discoloration, so I should have probably used something to cover it up a little bit, but we're just going to try like this. And since these are obviously not colors that go very well together or blend well together, I'm not going to try to blend too much, just make them slightly meet and buff out the edges just so that we can get a decent blend, but not blending the colors together because that will just give us a very messy or muddy look, I feel like. Oh, I just love this color, it's so pretty. And now we can see that I need to blend a little bit more of that purple here so that it goes nicely into the teal, and I'm not adding more product, I'm just using whatever is left on this brush and then just buffing the shadows into each other. Now I'm just going to repeat on the other eye before I go in with that beautiful pigment. Now I'm just taking some glitter glue. I'm trying to not use too much because I know I have a little bit too much binder in my pigment, because I of course pressed it myself because the Tammy Tanuka pigments are loose, but I'm just going to apply a thin layer all over my lid where I want my pigments to be. So now I'm just picking up the pigment. As you can see, it's sticking together because of the binders. I'm hoping that my lid won't crease, and obviously these, like this shade of pigment is a little bit deeper than the mattes, so I might just have to go in with some liner in my crease because I don't like the lid to be deeper than the crease. It's just a personal preference, I guess. Also, a friend of mine on Instagram, she has also used this pigment in actually our collab where we just did a multi-chrome all over our eyes, and her look was so stunning. You could really see the sparkles in this pigment. It's just so beautiful. So I will just leave a link to her Instagram down below and her post so you can see the beautiful look that she did with this pigment, because it's really a stunning pigment. So I'm just going to go in with the matte shades that I used just to make sure I have it, because I kind of took away a little bit on the edges. So I'll just go ahead with that, and then I will do a glitter liner with that lighter iridescent pigment that I want to have all over here, I think, and of course also in my inner corner. Now I'm going into this shade right here, and I don't really want too much. I just want a little bit here on my brush, because I already put some glitter glue on my hand right here, and I just love to mix those together because then I basically get a liner. And as you can see, it has this gorgeous shift. So the base is almost like iridescent, but also a little bit green. And then it's purpley pink. And I'm just going to place that right here. I just finished my face makeup and I ended up using my Serafina blush by Juvia's Place, as well as my Lumene Blur foundation. And now I'm basically just packing on that purple shade here in the outer corner of my lower lash line, and I think I just want to like do it similar as the upper part of my eye, and just add that teal more towards the inner corner of the lower lash line. And I haven't really decided yet if I'm going to add any shimmer or pigment to my lower lash line. I'll just have to see. Now just adding Sky Dancer right here. I just feel like adding a little bit of that inner corner shade also just right under here. So I'm just adding that little glitter mixture that I had and just tapping it down right where I want it to be. So that was the close-up of my look, and honestly I really love this look. I just love these colors nowadays. I have already another 9-pan color story with basically these colors in, just a little bit bigger of course, and I just love them together. I just think it's like so beautiful. For my lips I ended up using my new colored Rain satin lipstick, and it's in the shade Arabian Night, and it's just so cool. And it actually applies really nicely to be like a deep purple bullet lipstick. It's amazing. And it feels like a little bit matte on the lips as well, so that's really good. As for the lip liner I used, it's just from a Norwegian brand, and I don't even think they sell it anymore. And yeah, it doesn't have a name, so it's basically just a deeper berry lip liner. For my highlight I used my Looxi Beauty Voodoo highlighter. I did not apply a lot, so you can't really see it that much, but I felt like it matched this look quite well. And yeah, I guess that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the look that I made. Please comment down below what you thought of it. Remember to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content from me, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye!